In this episode tonight, coming up, it's more chat about football.
Oh! Well, hello everybody. Welcome out there to Corby Town World.
Corby Town World. This is Corby Town TV, and we're on the YouTube channel. And if you're watching this, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you're always made aware of it, and share it with people. Come on, share it about, man, innit?
Yeah, share it. Don't forget to follow us on all our other social media channels and go to that website because it's a lovely place to be.
Lots of information there.
Yes.
And of course, all the links go back from the website to everything else that we do. Though, do you know how many people are in step 4, Michael?
No idea.
That are linked to our website that are kind of other teams in the step 4 kind of thingy.
Every one of them.
Yeah, I think there's around about 80. And as of this morning, we were the 3rd best.
Wow.
And I think the top one is usually Boston United, followed by Worcester City.
Ah.
So you've left the fan on, though, haven't you?
I've left the fan on.
Yeah. So I don't know whether it's going to pick it up, but we could do some magic, and I could turn it off.
Chuck is going to do some magic and go and turn it off.
All right. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to come up to this. He's going to cut to this camera. I'm going to go like that. That was good, wasn't it? That didn't work on that camera, though. So here we are. We're at Corby Town. We're in the media room. And, yeah, I was saying about the website. We're the top 3rd club at the moment with the amount of hits that it gets.
Yeah.
And I've put a new fixture list up there today for the 9 games, the 10 games, 9 in the league, 1 in the cup. Yeah, that's on there. So all the dates are there for you today for the first team. And if you go down the channels, you can also see all the games for all the other teams that play under the Corby Town banner.
Yeah, you can. We still don't know what's happening as regard the youth team when they're going to play games. Although they didn't play last Thursday, I think. They got beaten in the cup to Kettering Town.
2-1.
Yes.
I believe. And because that was a Kettering Town youth team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I know who's in goal. Because he used to play for Corby Town.
Stanley Roberts.
Stanley Roberts. And he loves a bit of a shout out, does Stan. I saw a picture of him on one of the social media channels and he was wearing a Kettering Town shirt. And I thought, I'll have a word with you, Stanley Roberts.
We're pitching in on it.
No, just on a Kettering badge.
Really?
He's in a goalkeeper kit. So, yeah. But he's played for Corby Town and that's good enough for us. That's fair enough. I also played for the first team. Well, he was on the bench for the first team, wasn't he?
He was indeed, yes.
So, yes. Other things that are happening. Obviously, we need to talk about the football at the weekend. Big derby, Northamptonshire derby, Corby Town versus Wellingborough.
It had absolutely everything. You had penalties, red cards, goals.
Lots of yellow cards.
And, it was heated at times.
Yeah. Bit scrappy.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, there's a debate over the 3rd goal, that it was given to Tendai. A lot of people are saying it was an own goal by Brett Solkin.
Well, I've seen the video now. And
I can't decide.
If I've seen the video, I would say it looked like an OG. Well done, Brett. He scored at both ends that afternoon. He is an ex-Corby Town player. He played for that Kettering team, didn't he? So, yeah, I think Tendai deserves it, but I think it was probably Solkin got a foot to it or a touch on it. But, hey, 3-1, we'll take it. That's 3 points here at Steel Park, which puts us back 2nd in the league, 3 points behind the 3rd team in the league, and we have a game in hand over them.
3 points ahead.
Yeah, and I believe that's long eaten.
It is long eating. It was nice to see Neo score a goal. Took a little nick, but he had a good shot. Little nick on the way. Beat the keeper. Yeah, good goal.
Yeah, they seem to like that at Northampton Town, which is the club that he comes from. And we did ask the question last week. Yeah, we're doing well. It's all tying up together here, isn't it? Mm-hmm. We did ask the question last week. If Corby Town are playing Northampton Town under 23s in the Hillier Cup. No, we don't know who we're playing yet. It might be Diamonds. It might be Northampton Town under 23s. If we're playing Northampton Town under 23s in the final, Neo Dobson will play for
Northampton.
Shocking.
He's cup-tied, apparently.
Yes, so yeah, he couldn't play for Corby anyway. So, but I'm just kind of glad because I wouldn't want him not playing because he couldn't play. So I think that's good that he is going to get a game.
That goes back to my question in the last podcast. By the way, you will not have seen. There are 2 podcasts that come out, and hopefully we'll get them out by the time this one comes out. We're going to put them out because they were recorded. Had massive issues here with getting stuff online. We've now set up in a different location and, we're able to get the material out there, but we kept recording.
Do you want to mention the appalling kind of service you've had from your network, Wi-Fi
Whoa. No, we won't go there.
I would, ladies and gentlemen, I would. But I don't know. We're not like Morecambe and Wise and we live together. Well, I just don't know. So, but we'll get them out there. Though we've tried to put other stuff out there. I've had lots of feedback from the small clip-it things that I put together about football programmes. People have enjoyed that. It's good. I see a football programme, and here's one here, ladies and gentlemen. Look, down here. They are small pieces of the past. They are capsules of ephemera and they're little capsules of the past, what happened. So I think it's good to look back at a football programme once in a while, and we've gone back 30, 40, 50 years, so that's good.
And if we review programmes of this season, you'll see all the listings in there of all the media team, and I've not been entered into it once.
I can't believe that.
Once.
I think
so apparently I'm a freelance person and I can do and say what I wish.
Yeah. It was that noise. It was that making more of a noise than the fan was.
Probably.
But, I don't know how they missed you off. It will be mentioned in the programme. Anybody looked at the programme and the fixtures in the programme last week, they were all to pot. I don't know how that's happened. And the scores needed to be added. Hopefully that'll be sorted out by the 22nd when we are next at Steel Park.
Does that mean I get a full page to myself?
No, you just get a name. Mine says media team. I'm in there somewhere. Open brackets, local celebrity, close brackets.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't it?
No.
Well, I think it does. The stuff we've done with programmes, people have enjoyed that. I'm going to finish it off with the rest that I've got. But I might break them down so they're not so big and kind of thingy. But yeah, a bit of looking back at things as it were, way back when. A bit of nostalgia for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that is.
Yeah, it's always good to have nostalgia, and people are very appreciative of the programmes. And have you had any offers of people offering you programmes to review?
Yeah, well, not so much review the programmes, but the people have said, I've got some of these from the 60s when Corby Town programmes weren't particularly good. And some of the 70s, Corby wasn't the richest club. I mean, it was quite a rich club back in the late 48 when we started, in the early 51, 52, 53. There was a bit of money in the club, and we were paying some top quality wages out to players. Of course, everybody had to work at the works, but there was ways of getting people working at the works and also playing Corby Town. But how nefarious ever that was, I don't know. But in the 70s, I think we were a bit strapped for cash. There wasn't a lot of money going around. I think programmes kind of fell away, but I think then the rules and regulations started to kick in the higher up the league should go. But I did speak to the secretary of the league the other day. Paul was very impressed. He'd seen one, and I thought, no, it's great. Yeah, do that. And it's nice that we get recognition from the league in the fact that people take notice of what we do, and this in this here as well.
He was at the game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the game.
Yeah, he was at the game, yeah. Yep.
And not the only person who was at the game on Saturday, of course. There was a couple of ex-Corby Town players. I saw Kevin McDonald played for Corby Town. I saw Derek Walker.
Okay.
Corby's most capped player or most appearances. Rob Dunyan was here. So yeah, there was one or two. And also we had the people from White Ribbon.
Yes, we did. Yes,
They've done some media here. So yeah, get behind that campaign. Have a look at it on I don't know, Instagram. Look for White Ribbon UK, and they'll tell you all the details. But it's a charity set up to help people who have been victims ultimately.
Yeah. Funny enough, I was at East Carlton today, and they're putting they're putting like monument. It's probably the wrong word. I don't know. Anyways, it's for the Cransley Hospice, and it's down by the pond, and they've got three sculptured bits of wood, and I would imagine they're going to put names on it.
Yeah. I think you get a brass plaque and you put it on. Yeah. So if you've got somebody who's passed away and you want to remember them, a remembrance kind of, I don't know, planter, or an animal, even dogs and cats and pets that you've missed that you used to take down the East Carlton Park. It's a nice thing. So Cransley Hospital, good idea, nice one. They've got one here, one at East Carlton, and also Chester House, which is between Wellingborough and Northamptonshire.
Nowhere near Chester.
No, it's Chester House. You see, it used to be called. It's on Chester Road, but it's called Chester House. Okay.
So anyways, just a shout out to the ladies who played a friendly on Sunday. They played Desborough and won 4-0. Well done to the ladies.
Well done. And it's great to see lots of pictures of the ladies' teams coming through and the girls' teams. And we really need to capture them all and bung them all out on one kind of collective print on the website. But I did see that the club released that big picture of everybody in the stand, all the girls' teams in the stand.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
For International Ladies' Day. So that was a nice thing to take part in and do. So yeah, well done, the club.
Yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. It's all about the club supporting. Thank you to the over 600 people again that were here on Saturday. Hopefully the numbers will keep growing as we head towards the end of the season. I think we have 5 home games left.
Yeah, 5 home, 4 away.
Yeah, so the club is going to need as many people up here as possible to get behind the team and see if we can't get over the line and finish as high as possible.
And also, if you're thinking, well, you could do maybe a job helping and volunteering, certainly let the club know. info@corbytown.co.uk.
Yeah, the club has a band of volunteers, but like any organisation or club, you could always do with more.
Indeed. And I think if anything happens next season, we do go up, we're going to need more volunteers because there's going to be much more to do. But also spoke to the ref after the game on Saturday.
Oh, you like doing that?
He was all right. He was quite happy with it. He did say, because I thought there should have been a penalty in the first 2 minutes of the game. But no, he was waved away by a Corby Town player. It said, not a penalty, ref. And he carried on. So, yeah. But,
funny enough,
the boy who did get sent off had to go. He was practically on the goal line when he palmed it away.
Funny enough, he asked for a copy of the game.
There you go. But I think it's a good thing we get to talk to the referees because we like to know their perspective on it. But so that's coming up. But this weekend, so hopefully this goes out on Thursday. This weekend we are away. Corby Town are away at Racing Club Warwick.
Racing Club Warwick.
Haven't been there for a very long time, if at all ever.
You've been to Warwick?
I have been to Warwick, yeah. Very nice tea shop right in the middle of town. And I've been around the castle.
You look like a tea shop person.
Oh, I like a cup of Earl Grey. Yeah.
I like Builder's tea.
Yeah, but I don't drink milk, so or sugar.
Earl Grey.
So yeah, I have it black, like my coffee. So yes, Racing Club Warwick. It's only an hour away according to my map on the road, but in kind of straight line there. If you're going up down the A14 and up up the M6 and then down to Warwick. So it's on the outskirts of town, so it's not too much of a trek. But, there's still going to be a challenge to play Racing Club Warwick.
Yeah, I think every game's a challenge. I think when Corby Town rock into any stadium, then whether they're at home or away, everyone wants to beat us.
Yeah.
And Corner under the same sort of pressure as well. Everybody wants to be the next team to beat Corn.
You say that, but it's not like it's not like going to a proper football stadium when you go and watch Corn, is it? It's not particularly good football.
I'm not
ground,
going there. I think Corn is a lovely setup, lovely people.
It is, but it's got no stands, and it's all eye level. It's pretty. It's no better than SNL, really. Come on! See you next season. Come on. But I don't know. We've been to some bad grounds. We've seen some awful grounds over the season. But I don't know. I really can't remember whether I've been to Racing Club Warwick. I do have an old program from the 80s, a Racing Club Warwick program. So I'm guessing I must have went, but it was a long time ago because I haven't played for a long time.
No, I've never been Racing Club Warwick.
So we've got that to look forward to. Then we're back here at Still Park on the 22nd when Corby Town is it 22nd? Just a minute, 22nd. Anyway, that week after we played Coleshill.
We play Coleshill on the 22nd, and then on the 26th is our rearranged fixture on a Wednesday night against Lye.
So we've got 2 more games this month at home. So get up here, support the Steelmen. That game versus Lye, that should be quite an interesting game.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you're going to get, do you? You've got a team fighting for survival at the bottom. You just don't know. Corby have to get their heads screwed on and play their football. And I've got to say, to be honest with you, the pitch out there on Saturday was absolutely brilliant. It was fantastic. The work that had gone in to get it in that condition, and both teams were able to play a bit of football unlike the previous week. So well done to Pete and his team for doing a sterling job up on the pitch. Yeah,
it was Kean that sent it out on the social, so I'm sure that Kean went over with his roller a couple of times. But there was a few bobbles. If you watch Toll's penalty, he struck it low and it bobbled up and went in the back of the net. But it was a goal. But it does, now that the moisture's out of it, or mostly out of it, it's playing better. And I think Gary said that in his after post-match interview. So it's looking good. We need the pitch to be good because it's like an extra player come the end of the season, isn't it?
Yeah, you want a decent surface, and people work hard on it. People work very hard to get the pitch the best that it can. Do you think it all goes back to the Kelsa game? Would it have got that bad?
Well, it was the Lino who was here Saturday. Who was on our side of the pitch. He says he was the Lino that afternoon and he reckons it shouldn't have been played. And I think if it wasn't played, yes, we'd still have another fixture to play because it wouldn't be played until after the March date. But I think the pitch wouldn't have been as bad as it was for 2 more games that we lost at. And it would have performed better. And, Kelso wouldn't have won. We blame the pitch. I mean, it's only a bad workman blames his tools, but ultimately the pitch made it very, very hard for the players to play balls across the grass. And it was just not a good performance. But we can't always blame the pitch. You've got to have the right head on. You've got to be in the right mood. And you've got to put the things. You've got to make your own luck, haven't you?
Yeah, very much so, very much so. It's like Gary said in his interview, if you don't turn up, then you'll get turned over by anyone in this league. So, you have to be 100%.
So, thinking of Saturday's game, there is a bus going at the moment. So, when this comes out on Thursday, have a look at the supporters, Corby Town supporters group on Facebook, or go to the Corby Town Black and White Wizards page. There'll be a link from that. And hopefully they'll be able to put the bus on. Hopefully they haven't cancelled it Thursday night because of lack of numbers. But sadly, they never approach the club and say, can we put it out on the website? They need to. Contact me. Somebody. Alfie, it's you. Do it.
Yeah, very much so. It would be better, I think. Although it's not run by the club, I'm sure the club will get behind it and say, well, yeah, we'll put it on our social media.
Because I think it lets a lot of people down when they think they're going on the bus and the bus is pulled at the last minute. It's not good customer service.
Well, I don't know the ins and outs of that. I'm sure people work very hard to get it done. But the other side of it is when you see other clubs out there and they're trying to run a supporters bus, it puts out on their social media as well.
Yeah. I don't know what happened on Saturday. I didn't see that many Wellingborough fans. One or two came up to me and spoke to me, but I didn't really. I saw Wolfie, but I didn't see that many. There wasn't a kind of gathering.
No. I mean,
I'd have expected a few more Wellingborough fans here this time.
Yeah, I mean, Wellingborough are a funny old team, aren't they? In the sense that they don't get massive attendances over there. I think they've had some attendances that have been as low as 120-ish.
Wow.
I think.
But
if I'm wrong there, then I'm doing you injustice. But
there was over 700 each time Corby played them.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine we took 500 over. But
that's because Corby come to town.
Hey, that's always the case. We are the best club, biggest club in the league, aren't we, Worcester City? So, yeah. Who else am I going to have a go at tonight? Oh, let's have a go at that other team again.
What team's that?
Oh, Walsallwood.
Okay, Walsallwood.
Yeah. So, where next then? So that's the games for the rest of this season, also the rest of this month. If you need any more detail, just go to the website. Mention this, the halftime draw, which works like this. You buy a ticket for £1, half the money goes to the club and half the money goes to the winner. £208 went to the winner on Saturday.
Very good.
So that's 416 tickets bought.
Yeah.
And there was the attendance, it was 625, wasn't it? So I know it's not everybody buying one ticket. Some people delve in and go and buy 5-10 tickets at a time. But it's a decent thing to win. And only here at Steel Park on a Saturday afternoon when we're at home.
Yeah, and Chuck loves announcing it. He's happy. Who actually draws that?
It's not me. Otherwise, I'd have won it by now.
Do you know the only time I won...
It's Billy. Billy draws it.
The only time I won one of those draws, right, and I've never won any at Steel Park, I kind of like, I'm not doing it again. And then I do it, and then I do it. The only place I've ever won a draw is Kettering Town.
How much you get? 25 pence. What?
Bag of Weetabix. I think it was just... I think it was just under 70 quid, something like that. It was a Hillier Cup game where we won 4-0, I think. So there wasn't loads.
Decent. But, yeah. So, and I'm also thinking, should we need a T-shirt. We need a celebratory T-shirt. I don't know, whatever, for the Hillier Cup or for maybe the playoffs. I don't know. But what should we do? Do we need a T-shirt? Do we need some sort of T-shirt for this season? If we go, we need a promotion T-shirt. If we go up.
Do you know there's a funny thing there, right? This is going back to Harborough.
Who?
You know, Harborough
Town.
Okay. Yeah. They had to go out on the last day, the last day, and get a result at Newport Pagnell, hoping that Leicester Road didn't win by 20 goals or whatever it was. So everybody had Champions T-shirts in their bags, and some had them on under their shirts, waiting for the final whistle to go, and then they could just,
Tops off.
Yeah, it would have been funny if it hadn't happened. Anyways, let's not tempt anything.
No. So, that's what's coming up. As I say, we're trying to cover as many other stuff. We've got a couple of teams that are in finals. I think the under-16s, the under-9s are in finals. So all that's on the website as well. And it's just been a joy. The weather's been out and it's been very nice, and it was great to see some people here at the weekend that I hadn't seen for a while. We're enjoying the football, but we just need wins. And with these 9 games left, if we can get 9 threes or 18, aren't they? 18 points would take us beyond 70. We're on 63 now, aren't
It's
we?
27, Chuck.
Yeah, it is 27. Maths.
Terrible.
Um,
Terrible. He's
yeah,
not
that would
very
take
good.
us almost. Oh, that would take us to 100 points, wouldn't it?
No,
90 points.
87, 90 points.
So, yeah, that would
And
be
in
nice.
most seasons,
That would be enough
the
to
year
win.
we won the Southern League, we ended up with 92 points, I think. If I'm wrong, fair enough. Yeah, I think it might have been 92. So, not that we're going to win every game, that's for sure. But if we did, we'd end up with 90 points.
We haven't got to play anybody in the top 5 now, have we? We've
We've
got to go to Worcester City.
We got to go to Worcester, and then we got to play Cowser.
We have, yeah.
And, 2 very difficult games. Don't know what you're going to get. Worcester played Cowser the other week, and you thought it would have been a tight game. And Worcester won 6-1.
Yeah.
So you just don't know.
Well, we've been to Colster and won 6-0, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
So yeah, you can never know. No second guessing, but that's football for you, and that's why we love coming to Steel Park and watching Corby Town, because non-league football's where it's at. Not like that softy football in the Premiership. That's rubbish.
Man City, what? Let's be having you. Let's be having you.
You
know, I was getting set up with a camera, and everyone was telling me it's 0-0, it's 0-0, it's 0-0, right? And then I got a whisper that it was 1-0, and I took great pleasure in telling everybody on the gate that it was 1-0 to Forest.
Yeah, but we've beaten Forest, and all we beat them in a cup. They're not the team they were. They're nothing special. They're citizens. It's just another team from Manchester. The other team in Manchester are rubbish too. And the other team in Manchester, Altrincham, they're all right.
Are they?
No, they play red. Don't like that.
There's loads of teams from Manchester.
There are. I was thinking Salford. That's Manchester, isn't it? Well, that's Salford, really.
FC United?
Yeah.
Did you go there, by the way?
I did, yeah. They were very nice and very accommodating. And the pre-match music was fantastic, because it was all bands from Manchester. And they even played The Fall.
Wow.
And so, yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. And it was a nice stadium. And yeah, they play in the colours of Man United, as you'd expect, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they don't have any sponsors on their kit, though, do they?
No, red shirts, white shorts, black socks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was one or two grounds I've liked, but I thought, well, they put a lot of effort into this and they've done it well. So
yeah. Did you ever go to Pool's old ground?
Pool's old ground?
Yeah, when they played at the Speedway Stadium.
No. I've only been to the same ground 2 or 3 times.
Oh, right, down there, yeah.
Which is always
when I lived down that way, it was. They basically used to play at the Speedway Stadium, which is, I don't think it's there anymore now.
No.
And
I know they had to move, because there was a river running through the bottom of the new ground.
Yeah.
That's where the dolphins lived.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
They're called the dolphins, aren't they? Paul, we'll be seeing you soon.
And Dorchester, I went to Dorchester,
Yeah.
Not the ground they play at now. When their original ground, it was called the Avenue. And I think they built Morrison's on that one, and they built the new ground next to it. Because if you see any pictures, or you can find them out there, the pitch at Dorchester used to be like that, and it's the worst slope. The goalie could kick it at the top end of the pitch and a really good chance of scoring.
Oh, it's a bit like Cecil Street. That was. It was a good 6 foot. One higher at one end, goal to the other. But that Dorchester ground was built on the site of a Tesco that was owned by Prince Charles. So part of the duchy. But if you're talking Hampshire teams, I did go to the Walled Meadow, where Andover used to play. I think at that point they were called Andover Town before they collapsed and became Andover Football Club, which gave them a terrible 3-letter abbreviated name, which was AFC. Nobody wants that, do they? Awful name for a football club. Arsenal Woolwich. So yeah, Andover. And Andover used to play in red and black stripes, a bit like what Bournemouth were.
Yeah, I see you mentioned on one of your programs.
I did, yeah. My cousin used to be the secretary. He's not very well at the moment. Get well, Rob. Yeah, so, yeah, that was the first place. Then they moved to the Portway Stadium, and that's where Corby played them, which was up on an industrial estate, and their chairman was the manager. Can you imagine that conversation? When you finish 90 minutes, the chairman says, well, that wasn't very good, and the manager says, I don't care, I'm you. So...
Yeah, it's a funny thing, right? Harrogate Town, right?
Yeah,
Simon Weaver is the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his dad owns the club.
Oh, gosh.
So they've been lucky that they've had loads of success. I remember playing Harrogate, going up there on, I don't know, it was on a Tuesday night or something like that. I managed to drag the missus up. We had a couple of days up there. She says, you go to the game. I think we got hammered either 6-0 or 6-2.
Yeah.
I didn't have fond memories of it. She laughed at me for about 2 weeks, but she said she had a nice time.
Harrogate's meant to be a very, very nice spa town, and you can go and get a Betty's tea room coffee in there or a tea. And yeah, nice place to go, I reckon. But I've been up there a couple of times, and I think he played there as well, didn't he? Our ex-captain, Cleveland Taylor.
Did he?
Yeah, he played for them, I believe. So, yeah, there are some fantastic grounds around. And I've been quite happy going to some grounds. I've been to Conway. What's it called?
Colwyn Bay.
Colwyn Bay. Been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
Saw a couple of cracking goals there as well.
Yeah.
But,
what do you remember about Colwyn Bay? There was a special thing that happened at... No, not the wall. Not the wall. I found it today. If you're out there and you were inside that camel that ran up the pitch and then had the players on your back, please let yourself be known to us here.
Do you not think that was somebody we might know?
Yeah, it's got to be, isn't it?
It's bound to be our current secretary, isn't it?
No, there's a picture when Rooney scored, Macca's standing on his own, right? And he's
nothing new there, Macca. Oh, right.
You can see him jumping up and down. Anyways, yeah. So the reason why I mention this is because I'm doing a history of old games like Chuck was doing his programs. I've been working on something for 2 or 3 weeks, and it's putting back some of the things that we've done at Corby Town. It's not all about goals. It's mostly about other stuff with a few goals thrown in there, but it's everything that's gone on around the club, whether it be music or events, all sorts of things. And the golf day, got pictures of the chairman actually playing golf.
All right.
Jordan Crawford. All that kind of stuff is in there, so keep your eyes peeled.
We'll look out for that soon. So yeah, that's what's happening here at Corby Town. We've got 2 more months now. Ultimately, it's the second week of starting the second week of March. By this time, in 2 months' time, it'll all be over, and we'll know what's happening. But yeah, we've got to get behind Corby and support the boys all the way and get them over the white line, and hopefully get them in the right place where they need to be for next season.
Yep.
So,
anyways,
with that, here we are. So this is Corby Town TV. Please find us on the YouTube channel, and once you find us, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the share button and notification button, and also write whether or not you think it's good or bad. Send us a question. Why not, indeed? And otherwise,
don't forget to follow us on all our other social media channels. Please do that because it matters. It really does matter. And go to that website. That matters even more. Because it's really important, because there's a certain young man not too far away that does a lot of work to try and get it and keep it up to date as requested by many of you.
Yeah. It's surprising how many people look at that, especially on a Saturday morning. So yeah, and also look at the TikTok page. I don't know if you subscribe to the TikTok page, and that's if you just want to see the goals, that's where they are. But that's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, because I'm not calling it X because that seems to be a stupid name, which is not a surprise because it's owned by a stupid man.
Oh. Do you think he drinks in Wetherspoons?
I don't think he drinks.
And where's Nike?
I only think he probably he drinks blood of I don't know, babies.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
He's
I think we should wind this one down now.
Well, he's not going to find out, is he? He's not going to go through the videos and go, oh, hi, I'm Elon Musk, because I reckon he talks that. I'm Elon Musk, and I don't like you talking about me like that.
Oh, I can feel the Twitter clip. Come
on.
Anyways.
So, yes, in the meantime, we will still be here. My name's Chuck. This is Michael, Corby Town TV, and we will see you in football.